The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Seahawks, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play. Nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it will be Falcon football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
On first down, Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. And Walker once more. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Clifton. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Clifton. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. He's got room at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Back to throw. Clifton. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like the memory was a little too long there.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 29, Allen. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, that incompletion right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Allen.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Clifton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw. Clifton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? What about the 18-yard line, it looks like? The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Allen. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. These guys are going to advance in these playoffs. They're going to do some hard coming off the edge.
Wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taking it about the 36.
Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Clifton.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fan.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Walker once more.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And that makes it a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Clifton.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Rondale Moore
from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
That could be improved as that makes this a 16-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Allen. Getting this into the hands of Turner. Throwing again on second down. Allen. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, guys, let's make a play here.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. To throw on 3rd down, Clifton. And that is incomplete. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, here's an option right. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will cut the lead down to 13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Clifton.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To throw again. Clifton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down. Clifton. He's got his tight end fan. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down. Clifton.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Clifton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Clifton. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Clifton. He'll find Metcalf.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And it is good. That will look to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the ball. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifton. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's make something happen. Come on.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Blankenship. It's up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that one an 11-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
So out come the Falcons now.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Allen's throw taken in by London. Now on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Allen to throw once more.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
This offense on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync, quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The fullback dive held up short. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Clifton.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 17. From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Walker, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Looking to throw. Clifton. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Walker with another carry.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.